No, that's fine. All right, so what I'm going
Okay.
to do, I'm going to kind of just like walk through. So if you're not following, just let me know. So basically, I'm just going to walk through how to use your page.
Okay.
So what you'll do is you're going to log into your finestcff.org page. Um,
Okay.
and that's the one where you set up your page. And in the top right hand
Yes.
corner, it'll say login. Um, Mine doesn't say that. It says my home because I saved my password. So you can save your password, and that way it automatically will just go right into your page.
Okay.
You click on your page here, and then this is your like main dashboard. So what I'm going to do is go through all the functions on this page. So towards the top left hand side, you'll see it says services. So this is all of the functions of your fundraising page. So obviously the first one is your dashboard, and it basically just gives you a rundown of your URL. Tells you about hosting a passion fundraising event, which we'll talk about later. Fundraising with
Mhm.
Facebook and Go Mobile, where you can download the apps, and then an email signature. So I'm going to go forward and go through these different functions. The next one is page settings. So here
Mhm.
is where you're going to put under campaign page title. I'm just putting Vanessa Dusing's Finest Committee. You would put like Meredith's fundraising page. It's just the
Okay.
title to your page, so that way it doesn't look blank. Obviously, you're going to put your picture. Did you put your picture, Meredith? I think you
I
did.
did, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So if you ever want to change your picture and put something else in, or if you have like a better picture that you end up taking later, you could definitely,
Mhm.
under profile picture, you can add it here. So you would just go to remove, select from the library, upload a new file, and so it's pretty easy.
Okay.
Customizing your URL. So we have Philadelphia's finestcff.org is always the first part of your email address, or excuse me, the web address. And then it'll be
Mhm.
slash I did Van Dusing. So if you wanted to put something slash Meredith slash M Ketterer or slash first initial part of your last name, it's just an easy way that you can just copy and paste your customized URL into different websites, or if you're posting on
Okay.
Facebook and you want to include the link, that way it takes them directly to your exact fundraising page. You could
Mhm.
put the finest web page in there, but that'll take them to the home page, which we'll go into later. But this is a really good way if you want to post this in an email, post this, on your Facebook, post this to any kind of social media platform. It's always good to have a customized URL. Your
Okay.
status update. So this is kind of like I put make CF stand for cure found. I believe this is the little bubble that pops up next to your picture on your profile page. It'll have like a little, looks like a speech bubble. So you could put
Right,
anything
right.
here that you're trying to do. If you have a passion fundraising event coming up, you could put, hey, support my upcoming event on such and such a date. So you really
Mhm.
want to, you can change your status at any point in time in your campaign, or if you want to leave it something generic. So it's just an option for you.
Mhm.
The story is the where you're going to put the body of the, what you're doing or why you decided to do this. I always say it's great to customize this part because then people can really understand, why you accepted this nomination. So you'd be like,
Mhm.
oh, I didn't know that she had a connection to CF. Well, here's where they'll find out where the connection is. And if you don't have a connection, why are you doing this? What does this mean
Right.
to you? So it's just a good way so that everybody who comes to your page can see, um, oh, hey, this is a good reason that she's doing this. I'll support her.
Mhm.
Media area. So the media area is where we can put those lovely videos that Jean did. So Meredith, I know
Yes.
you were included in that. So you can upload that video that I sent. So for instance, let me see if I can do it here. Of course, I don't have it open. So let me go and open it. So what you would do is, since it's a YouTube video,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going into here. There we are. What you would do is you would go into the event. Trying to find the link here. That's what's taking me so long. There we go. So you would go into the link. It opens up in YouTube. Oh, that's the wrong video. On. So what you do is you go into the video, and it's going to be a YouTube video. And at the bottom, it'll say share. You're going to click on share, and then there'll be another button that says embed. So when you click on the embed, it has like this lovely
Oh, I see that. Mm-hmm.
code. So what you do is you click copy the code, and you close this out, and then you go back into your page, and then where it says media embed, you're going to paste it right in there. Does that make sense? So I already had done it. So then you go ahead and you paste it in the media embed. And then if you want to see what it looks like, you can always go to view page, and it takes you to your page here, and then you can see it was uploaded.
Cool.
Okay. So we'll go back to here. So after you do that and you upload the video, you can go down to financial goal, and you can, obviously, we encourage you to set it to 2,500, but let's say you're getting close to 2,500 and you want to change it to 3,000, you can always do that as well. And then we always recommend that you put the donation alerts on. So if someone does come and donates to your page and you're like, oh, that's great, I didn't know they saw my page, that way you can send like a nice thank you to them right away. So it's just nice to know when and then it gets exciting towards the end when everybody's like, oh, it's this next week, and then you're getting all these different things. So it's like, oh, that's great. It's nice to know who's supporting you. And then you just hit save to save everything. And since I kind of messed with this a little bit, I'll just leave it as that. So that's your main page setting tabs. Offline donations. So offline donations is, so for instance, we talked about a passion fundraising event. So if you have a bake sale and let's say you have $300 in cash and checks from people who supported you, and you want that to go towards your fundraising page, obviously, we can arrange to meet up and pick up the cash from you, or if you want to deposit the cash and write us one big check, or if you want to, so we can figure something out as far as obtaining the cash and checks from you. But in order to get it on your page, you want to go to add offline donations. And what you'll do is you'll put like bake sale, and donation amount will be $230. And then if you want to put like a note here, like bake sale or the date of the bake sale, you would put down here, but you could put like, this came from 3 different families, and if you want to put that, that's internal for you. And then you put the date of the donation, and then you'll hit add donor. So I'll just put this, put zeros in here just to do my numbers. So we'll do add donor. And then what you do is if you go to view page, you can see it, it'll show up here under donated. So it'll show up here on your page. So, and you can always let me know if some reason it doesn't show up. We keep track of everything on our end as well. Okay. So communications is the next one. The neat thing about this platform is that you don't actually have to email from your personal email. So you can use this platform to actually go in and you can import your contacts directly into here. So let's say you have a Gmail account. So you can do Gmail, Yahoo, you could do your Outlook, AOL. I don't know who still has AOL, but people may. So you basically just go in and you would hit Outlook, and it would ask you to select which account if you have more than one. And it's going to say, okay, I have 18 people, so if I want to select them all, I can select them all. Or I can go through and, select certain people. So you go to get 15 contacts, and then all of those people will now show up here under my contacts right here. Or you can add people manually if you're like, okay, I'm going to add, Abby to my list. So I'll do Abby's Yahoo account. And then I'll just put Abby Solomon. I can type. And then I'll hit click add. And so I can add her as a separate person individually. So what you can do is, okay, I got everybody uploaded. If you go, you can do send email here, or you also have this little thing here that says email center, so you can go directly to there. And let's say you want to let's say this is your first email that you're sending. So here are all these different templates. So it says, help me raise money for cystic fibrosis. This will be your first email. You're going to put, hold on, I'm going to go to the body here. And you can change the subject line to help me raise money. I'm, being honored. And down here is all the text already in here. So so you can add whatever you want to add to this, or you can leave it as is. And then here's always a spot at the bottom to put your customized URL. Makes sense? So you'll go through here and you'll customize this any way you want. I believe this is the Finest logo. I'm not sure why it doesn't show up in here, but and then you'll hit send. And then let's say you want to thank somebody who just donated to your page. You can do a thank you and say, thank you for donating to my page. And then you can go down here and say, so-and-so, Vanessa, thank you. Your gift means so much. And so you can customize it any way you'd like here as well. Thank you. And then we also have, this is like when it's getting close. So if you're trying to get people to buy tickets, because again, all the ticket sales go towards your fundraising page. So a lot of people will get fundraising dollars through their ticket sales towards the end. So here you would want to say, don't forget about the Finest event. Again, it already has templated information in here. Don't forget, I'm being honored. And then here, again, you're going to want to put your fundraising URL because you want people to buy tickets directly from your page. So that way the dollars go up towards your fundraising page.
Okay. I wasn't sure how that worked with directing it towards my specific goal.
Yep. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like if you post to social media, hey, buy tickets, come to my event, come support me. You're going to want to put that customized URL in there. So that way it directs them directly to your page. And then I'll go back and I'll show you how it looks like if someone's going to buy it through your page. Okay. So any other questions about the emails or?
Vanessa, this is Andrea.
I'm going to utilize them.
Okay. Hi, Andrea.
Hi. I have to jump off.
Okay, no problem.
I am going to have questions about that because I didn't realize we could do that, the whole buying tickets thing. So if I can't figure it out, I will let you know. But I have to run out. So
no worries. I'm glad you can sign on.
Yeah. So thank you. And I will talk to you soon.
All right. No problem. Well, we're recording this whole training. So if you want to see the rest of it, I'll send out the link after.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so the next part in the dashboard is your reports. So this is actually pretty interesting. So you can see who actually donated to you. So this donation report will have, so it'll say like Abby Solomon, her email, the donation date, type of, $50, credit card, and then if she has a connection, it'll be up in here. So you can see each individual donor. If they are anonymous, it'll show up as anonymous in here. I believe it does show up as anonymous in here. So you can go through and be like, okay, did I thank so-and-so yet? Did I go through? So it's a good way to kind of keep track of who's given what. And then you can actually export the report. If you go to donation report and hit download, it'll download an Excel spreadsheet. You just hit yes. And then it'll be all in here as well. So, which is a good format to have. I live off of Excel, so it's always good to have that. The item report will see if people bought like a sponsorship or a ticket. So this is another way to check if somebody's like, I think I bought a ticket. Can you check? Yes, we can check. So you can go into individual ticket and it'll list out who gave what. So if you hit like drill down, it'll have a listing of who bought individual tickets here. And again, you could do the same thing and you can export it right from here.
Okay.
So, and it'll look the same way. You hit yes. And it'll give you the specific information of who's bought tickets under your page. So if you go back to item report, there's the sponsorships, a full page acknowledgement. So for instance, you may see like $500. Well, $500 is actually a full page acknowledgement. So did they give you a full page acknowledgement, or did they buy that many tickets, or did they make that donation in the amount of $500? So this is a good way that you can distinguish the difference, because if they did buy a full page acknowledgement, then obviously we are going to follow up with them to get that information from them. Oh. And then the transaction report, you're not really going to use that much. You're really just going to be item and donation report. That's like more of a technical report that's like internal mostly. But I would say if you want to just see who's given what, these will be your two main tabs here. Any other questions about the reports tab for anyone on there?
I don't think so. Not for me.
Okay, so then the next one is this unpublished page. So I know Evan Moore already had an issue with this. So this unpublished page, I'm not sure why it's on here, but let's say you don't want to reveal that you're one of our finalists. You can always unpublish your page. And a lot of times, sometimes people have done this by accident, like Evan had done it by accident, but you would go to unpublish, and then what happens is that won't show you on the main page here. So I believe that would take me off of. So when you go to honorees, you'll be like, why am I not on here? So you go down here.
I'll stay away from that.
Yeah, see, I no longer show up under committee members. So if you're like, why am I not showing up? This is so weird. It's probably because you hit that by accident. So it's a really easy fix. So to undo that, see now it says publish page. So you go to publish page, click publish, and it should be reversed. And there I am. I'm back on there again. Yeah. So, I'm not sure why it's on there, but in the event that you want to take your page off. And then, of course, you have the view page here. So if you make a change and you want to see how it looks, you just click the view page, and it'll go right to your page and show you how it's going to look. That's how it'll look when you have the video in there, which is really nice. And then, of course, you'll have your story about why you're participating in the program.
Okay.
Any other questions about like this dashboard or the services tab here?
I don't think so. I have gotten a chance to kind of go through it and look at all the options.
Yeah, so so you can go in through and play with it and play with the like different functions and see how it works for as far as like uploading your contacts. The main page here is obviously at the top, it'll be your customized URL, and then you have all these buttons here that you can click to go automatically to, like, for instance, your Facebook. So when you post this, go ahead.
Sorry, I guess one of my questions was,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this was an option from posting on social media straight from the website. I do know that there's like that Facebook function where people are getting money donated if it's like their birthday or something like that.
Mhm.
Is there a way to link that type of thing to our page and ask for money in that way?
I'm glad you asked that. Unfortunately, no. So that is like a
Okay.
completely different third-party fundraising group. They are
Okay.
not affiliated with any individual. So they're almost like a GoFundMe kind of thing, or what's the other
Oh,
one?
I see.
United Way. So basically, it's a very nice thing what they're doing, but they actually take a percentage of what's
Oh,
being
really?
donated there. So I'm glad you mentioned that because we definitely don't take a percentage of anything. Anything you donate directly to your page will go to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. So that is actually a third party that is doing that on Facebook. So,
Okay.
no, unfortunately, you cannot link that at all. Now, it's something you can do like, hey, it's my birthday. Instead of buying me a gift, donate to my fundraising page. You can totally use that same kind of messaging, but you have to
Right.
utilize our platform in order to do that. So I'm glad you asked
Okay,
that
that makes
question
sense.
so that people don't get stuck into that trap there. But yes, if you go here, you press the Facebook page, it should automatically, and what it'll do is it'll automatically go to your URL because you clicked the Facebook icon right next to your URL. So this will automatically go to your page. And then it'll show up here with I'm being honored, and then the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and then anything you want to customize, you would say up here, please donate to my page, or help me reach my goal, or I'm only $50 away from my goal, or something like that, or I need 5 more donors at $10 to help me hit my goal, or something of that nature. Or if you want to say it's my birthday, instead of donating, donate to my page. So that's where you can do it here. So as long as you do it through this system here, you can be secure that everything's going to go. And then we also have LinkedIn as well. I know that's a big, a lot of people are within LinkedIn, so this is kind of what it looks like if it loads, but it'll look the same. So yeah, I'm being honored. And then here's where you can do your update here as well. And then this gives you the option to send to individuals as well, which I didn't even notice that. So there you go. If you're doing a passion fundraising event, we do have a separate platform here, which I could walk you through if you decide you want to use it. So basically, if you're doing an event where you're going to be like selling tickets, I don't know, you're hosting a movie night and everybody pays $20 and they come into this theater and they watch this movie. So you can do like a registration and do like a separate fundraising event. You can share this separate fundraising page. So if there's something like on a larger scale that you want to keep track of and you want to direct people to, I can definitely walk you through how to use this. It's a little bit lengthy, but it's actually a really good tool, though, because that way you can track everybody who's going to be coming through. So let me know if that's something you're interested in, and that's where you would go here. You would hit Passion Fundraising, and so you can take a look at that site and see if it's something that would work well for maybe one of your events coming up.
Okay.
And then here as well as fundraising with Facebook. It's just it takes you to your link, and then you would continue as who you are, and then Finance can do posts and things like that. So I'll just do not now for right now. And then we have a mobile app. So if you don't already have it, it's a good thing to have. It's free. So you can download it at the App Store, or if you have an Android device at Google Play. And if you click it, I think it's just called Finest Events. There you go. So this is what the app will look like when you download it.
Okay.
And what you'll do is you put your username and your password, and it'll automatically log you in. I'll send out instructions for downloading the app, so the app will go through like different functions. But basically, the house is the home page. It tells you what percentage to goal you are. You can send emails through the app. You can post to your social media through the app. You can, thank people through your app. So here you can send the messages, and you could post to any kind of social media through there. So I'll send out instructions on what the different functions are with the app. But it's a really useful tool, especially if you're always on social media.
I haven't downloaded it yet, so that's one thing I still have to do.
Okay, perfect. And then we can also put it in your email signature. So if you think if you send a lot of emails, or if you're going to do a campaign to a lot of people, sometimes it's kind of nice to include it in your email signature. So if you have PC, you can click on this for some instructions on how to do it for a PC, or if you have a Mac, here's the instructions to do that as well. So that's kind of a subtle way to be like, hey, and then people be like, oh, what is Finest? What is this that you're raising money for? And so it's always good to, if you send a lot of emails, and this should update in real time. So if you email somebody and then you get a $100 donation, it should update with the next email and reflect your updated total. So in a nutshell, this is your fundraising page here. Now, I'm going to show you real quickly. Do you have any other questions?
No, I don't. It's been really helpful so far.
Okay, great. So I'm going to go over the Finest page. So we're going to go to the main page. This is what the event page looks like. So this is a separate page here. So just so you know, the page that you logged into is this finestcff.org. But if you want to go to our main page, you're going to want to type in, see, this still says it here, so let me type it in. You want to go to Philadelphia's finestcff.org. So this is the main page here. So you can see we've already raised collectively $6,000, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. So this is the main page here, and here it'll have the story. Then the next tab is all of the honorees, and they're listed alphabetically. So you can always see how you're kind of matched up against other people. So you can go here if you want to see how your page looks. You can go to View. And, oh, there you go. You already have a video. That's awesome. So you can go here.
I might change it to the other one, the ones that we did, but yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. So now you know how to do it. So yeah, you can go through here. Like I said, Andrea put a picture of her friend that she's, donating or doing the program for. So yeah, this is what people will see when you put in your customized URL. And so here's where they want to buy tickets to support you, or if they're going to donate, this is where they want to go. So tickets and sponsorships, you're going to have them click on that if they're going to buy tickets. And here you'll see that they can put in the quantity. They could do the half-page acknowledgement. Ticket is the first one, so it's $85 a ticket. And then here is where if they want to do a sponsorship or buy a table, this is where they would do everything in here. So if they're going to buy one ticket, they would go to add to cart. And then, let's say they're like, oh, let's do a half-page acknowledgement, add to cart. And then here they'll go to complete checkout. And then that $300, so they'll obviously fill out all this information, and then that $335 will reflect directly onto your page. That makes sense? Yeah, and the same thing with donating to their pages, your page as well. So if they were to go to donate to this event or tickets and sponsorship here, they can certainly do that, but nobody will get credit for that sponsorship or that donation. It'll show up as a general donation. Now, if for some reason someone's confused, and that does happen, we can definitely change it on the back end. But, if someone's like, I donated to your page, why isn't it showing up? It's possible that they donated to or bought tickets through the main tab of the page. So again, just always try and make sure you're giving them your customized URL so that they go directly to your page. And they can. So they can go here and they can go right to donate. and it'll go right, so they can bypass your entire page if they wanted to and just hit the donate button. So that's another option there. So yes, so here are all the honorees, and here are all the committee members, and some of our committee members do actually raise funds, which is awesome. So you can view any of the committee members here, and some of them have customized their page. And there's the honorees, and then here's the main story here. Event info is up here, and we're actually going to be updating this event info too with some exciting updates here about CFF. So if people want to know more about Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, our mission, we kind of talk about it here. And our infection control policy, which I may have mentioned, is we don't recommend that anybody with CF attend our events. We only have one person with CF attend our events at one time to minimize infection control. So we just always, it's a staple that we put on our website here. So that's pretty much the gist of our pages here. Do you have any questions about the website in general?
I think the only question slash issue that I've had is sometimes I have trouble logging in to my site. I think I emailed you once before, but I just tried logging in just now, and it's also not working. Maybe I just have to change my password, and that's the issue. But that's the only problem slash question I really had.
Okay. And now is that what it's telling you? Is it telling you you need to change your password, or is that what you suspect? So
it's saying you've probably entered a wrong username or password. Please try again. And then when I type in a different password, I click login and it doesn't do anything. So I can try and play around with it and then see if I just need to change my password.
I would maybe try and change your password just so that it doesn't keep giving you that message, because I'm thinking, it might be a password issue.
Okay.
I would give that a try, and let me know if it doesn't, because then I can get on the phone and try and walk you through that.
Okay. I'll see if the password can just reset and let you know if I have an issue.
Okay. Yeah. But please let me know. I'll happy to help you. Okay. So I just want to go over just a couple of different ideas, because I know some people are like, okay, so how do I get to $2,500? In addition to obviously social media and sponsorships, things like that, there's other things that you can do to raise money for your fundraising page. So I'm going to send out a list of ideas from former honorees, things that they have done. So I will send out a list. I'll briefly go over it just so whoever's on the call can get an idea. So obviously ticket sales. So, if you're like, okay, well, I'm $300 away, who do I have that I know is buying tickets? Because then you could be like, okay, so I might be good. I might be able to hit my goal. Let me just see if I can get those tickets sold, that kind of thing. So it's $85 a ticket. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you're short your goal, that's one way that you can make sure you get additional people, additional funds into your fundraising page. Obviously, the online fundraising, selling sponsorships or program book ads. So if you frequent a place a lot, I don't know, a hair salon or things like that, ask them if they want to support you by buying a program book ad. All our program book ads are 100% tax deductible. So that's always something good. Businesses are looking for a tax deduction. That's always a good way to get one as well. You can ask your company if they would, buy a table, or ask them if they would buy a program book ad. It's really an acknowledgement. So it's more like, we wish Meredith well. Congratulations on being one of Philadelphia's finest from Temple University, or wherever you're working from. family and parents can also buy acknowledgments as well. So if your family wants to buy, it's $250 for a half-page acknowledgement. So again, they can do well wishes, or if a full page is $500 as well. So if they want to just it doesn't have to be any kind of business behind it. If they just want to put something in the program book ad congratulating you. And also, you can send out letters for donations if there's some people who prefer good old-fashioned pen and paper. Some people have done Jeans Friday or a dress down day. So I don't know, depending on where you work, you can ask your manager if they can do a couple Jeans Fridays for you. Everybody pays $5. Whoever wants to wear jeans on Friday. Or if you guys are fun, you can do like a theme day where everybody dresses up as a superhero, or, it could be called Superhero Friday or something like that. So something you can try and incorporate at your work. Some employers will match donations. So it's something you can probably ask, and I have information I can send you as well. So if you think your company might do a sponsorship match, this is some way that you can double your money. Some people have asked the store to sell like discount cards to whoever makes a donation. That's more for like, I guess if you work in like retail. Like I mentioned, bake sales, good old-fashioned bake sales. I think one of our honorees is planning so they are a member of a band, and so they're actually going to be playing at a venue and asking people to pay an admission fee to come and watch them play. So all that money is going to go to his fundraising page, which is kind of fun. Honoree can host a movie night, a cookout, pig roast, any kind of imaginable. Memorial Day is coming up, so like a Memorial Day party, and you just ask people to pay $10, $20 admission, and then all that money goes towards your fundraising page. Pay-per-view, I know some guys are into like the UFC, so they have like pay-per-view only. So I know people who were like, it's actually expensive to have like a pay-per-view fight. You pay like $50. So you can like pay $50 to watch the pay-per-view and then invite people over and, to toss up $10 to come and watch pay-per-view fight at your, and then that money can go towards your fundraising page. If you play like an intramural sports, you can host like a charity softball, kickball. Everybody loves bowling. That's always a good one. I know our honoree last year did a bowling game, so everybody paid, $10, $20 to play, and, whatever the proceeds are go towards your fundraising page. I think one year an honoree was a florist, so they hosted some kind of like flower shop and auctioned off centerpieces. So depending on what you're into, you can kind of get creative. If you like to cook, if you know a chef or somebody who cooks for a living, is willing to host a cooking class. I think somebody did that last year, actually. So they hosted a cooking class, and people who, wanted to learn how to cook came and actually paid to come in and participate in it. And then all that money went to their fundraising page. Like we mentioned, the birthdays, that's a really good way. I actually have a May 1st birthday, so I might be doing that as well. And also we do forego Fridays or substitute Saturdays, Sundays, or a day without. So, or you pack lunch, and any money that you would have spent on lunch, you donate to your fundraising page. So maybe you can get your office to do a forego Friday. So everybody pack a lunch, that $10 to $12, because it's like expensive now to buy lunch, that $10 to $12 you would have spent on lunch, donate to my fundraising page. So those are just a couple of ideas that worked well, and I'll send out this list of fundraising ideas for you to go through. So you can get really creative and fun with this. And I'll also send out it's called a sphere of influence, and it's basically just like a worksheet that says, who do I know? So people from your alumni association, friends, family, vendors, neighbors, your company. So it just kind of gives you ideas of where you can go to find out where you can raise money.
Cool.
Any questions?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Any of those ideas think you will work well for you?
I think I'm going to end up doing one of the bowling nights.
Okay.
And I think I just have to start sending out the personalized emails
Yeah.
because I do have a lot of those groups of past jobs, the alumni association, all these different things. I just have to start sending them out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think making like goals for myself of deadlines of when I would like to get certain amount of people emailed and stuff like that would be really helpful.
Awesome. Well, let me know if you need anything along the way. If chances are I probably have some kind of template for it, so you don't have to like reinvent the wheel when it comes to some of these things. So let me know if you need anything from me. I know Jim he did a basketball tournament, and so he asked for some like banners. So we do have these banners that have like our logo on them. So if there's something where you just want some representation of the foundation, I can certainly send you any kind of materials that we have. I might be able to send you like some signage if you need. So let me know what you have coming up, and if you think you could use a banner or anything like that, I'd be happy to send you any materials. So.
Okay, sounds great.
All right. Any other questions?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I hope this was helpful. And that way you can use your fundraising page for what it was designed for. So it's really a helpful tool. And like I said, if you have any issues changing your password, anything like that, don't hesitate to reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. So,
perfect.
All right. Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
And let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to send out this link to this training, as well as some other materials that we kind of mentioned and anything I think that might be helpful. So I will send that out to you.
Great. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. And I will talk to you shortly.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.